I would like to add something additional thing into it. I agree with your wonderful experience. That hats off to you. You could manage it in so many less days. You said commitment. So along with commitment, yes, of course, it's a new learning for any girl. It Marriage is something. It gives you that boundary forever in your life. Being a man, no matter how competent you are or how big takey you are, but uh, it's not only that you are a wife, you are also a daughter-in-law, you are bhabi, you are for someone else. So it is, you're learning so many experiences that gives you that holistic development of a woman that can lead to a good leader also.
Yeah.
A leader should be able to connect with all kinds of people, no? He should understand the problem, and this is family gives that. I think Indian knowledge system, that
Yeah.
is the one
And
subject
I
which is
feel
included.
your support system is also much broader.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just not your family. There's so many more to
So many
encourage you
more.
and support you. So I don't see marriage as a
You're
taboo. But then,
evolving
as
those
long as,
relations. I'm
yeah,
saying that once you're in marriage and when it is a commitment, you're evolving those relations of
relationship,
connecting
yeah.
with different types of people. Altogether, you are leaving your family and living with your husband for 20, 30 years now. So you learned a lot of things and you have adapted it by
Correct.
listening and understanding. And same thing, you required a support system in business organization as well.
Yeah.
So marriage is definitely Indian marriages, I am saying, the culture that we are adapting is the best thing that God has given this opportunity to take
Yeah.
birth in this system, and that's what it happens. But unfortunately, nowadays, that what
Yeah.
she
See,
has mentioned.
I mean, my view on this is, and by the way, I mean, I totally respect the institution of marriage, and I would want my nieces, nephews, extended family, daughter to get married. So don't get me wrong. I think the way that these things evolved over time, earlier it would be just, there would be a third person, people, there was no transport for people to travel across cities, it used to take days. So the idea of marriage and all the rituals were people to get together, maybe at times for the first time, get to know each other over a
Correct.
period of days. Similarly, like, when you have people pass away, there's a lot of rituals that happen, but that's to help people cope with the grief
Grief,
and
yeah.
come out of it. So I think there was a need for it. And I still feel it's a really nice thing because, when you have a marriage and you have those extended functions and those ceremonies, because the bride and groom or the parents might have met, but the extended families, the friendships, so those relationships get formed. So I agree with you. Having said that, I think today what's happening is because the pace of life has changed so much, and you know everybody needs to have careers, they need to double income, salaries, everything. People are finding that it's more important that I develop or I be successful in my career. And the exposure is so much because I want that Raj and I want that Simran and I want all of those good things. You want to find the right person. That's very
That's
important.
right. Yeah.
So finding, to
Yeah,
your
finding
point,
right person.
finding that right person is, I think, the first thing.
Yes.
Now, whether you find it in 2 days if you're lucky, or you find it
In
living with the
years.
years.
Yeah.
I mean, I met my husband in college, and we were best of friends before we decided to get married. And because I thought I really knew him, and I thought he really knew me. And I know we are digressing, but and initially it was very difficult after we got married because that best face that you put in front of each other, where when you're dating, it all flew out of the air,
Exactly.
and then
I
you're
know
like
I
reality
resonate
hits,
with her
and
because
reality hits.
I have a similar story, so I
I mean,
definitely,
we've been married 25 plus years, so
yes, yeah.
but initially it was really difficult because those
Yeah.
masks came off.
असली चेहरा असली चेहरा दिखाने लगते हैं सब.
Yeah.
That happens if you know for a person for 2 decades or 2 days, it still happens. But yeah, you decide that this is
Yeah.
what I will given to or what I will be
Yeah.
committed to.
Yeah.
You
We
don't
have a
take it as an option.
we have a thing in men's circle where we say the girl you meet before marriage and the girl she becomes after marriage are two different people.
We say the same for men.
We say the
Say
same.
the same. No, so you meet only 2 hours that person, right? And then you have to stay 24 hours. Same thing can happen between husband and wife, brothers and sisters, even
Yeah.
your own mother, right?
Correct.
So, the moment you spend more time seeing
Yeah.
them wake up and sleep, entire thought process changes. And you just go out for a coffee date, you just in the best of your
You put the
mind.
best
Best
face
foot
forward, and then the rest of it is loaded up in the back, and then so hope people don't start hitting Rohit after whatever you've told. So hitting up Rohit, and then so she has a extended support system because she married a neighbor, okay,
Yeah, I
and
did.
and she can jump across compound walls.
And
So
not anymore because they
so
moved out. But
so
yeah, I
but yeah,
did.
so that is the case.